Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey. And I already gave you my review of the new mode Reload. Today, I will give you some tips for Reload. Okay, so you've played it by now, you've heard me talk about it, so you know how it works, but you want to know, how do I get more wins? How do I how do I get better at this mode? Okay, and there's a few things. Okay, so right now the mode is only squads, so you gotta play. There was question in the Discord, do you have to do squad? Are you allowed to jump in no fill and go solo? You can. There's no point. You're gonna have no chance because, again, if you're a solo player and you just come across a squad, you would have to wipe another squad, before 30 seconds was over, to fully eliminate that squad, because otherwise they're just going to keep respawning and come back and be back at 100 health, where you're just going to keep getting weaker and weaker. You're going to keep losing more and more ammo and more material. So go in this mode. If you don't have people to play with, just put it on fill. Maybe you run into some good teammates, maybe you run into some bad ones, but you're gonna have a lot better chance, with some randoms than you are gonna playing solo. I actually did try it. I did play I went no fill, went in solo, and didn't last very long. It's like I said, there's just kind of no point doing that. So make sure you're playing with a team. And then the next kind of thing is just, again, talking about strategy. How are you going to react to certain situations? Okay, so when you get downed, what are you going to do? Because you can wait for your teammates to res you, or you can fully eliminate yourself so that the timer will start for your next reboot. And this all entirely depends. So if you haven't played the mode yet, what you need to know is that when a player gets downed, it's not like a normal core mode, battle royale, or zero build mode where it takes 10 seconds to res a player. It's like half that, and then if you have like a team of people resing one person, they're resed in like 2 seconds. So don't worry about it's gonna take too long to res, so I'll just fully eliminate myself anyways. Like pay attention to the situation, right? Because if you have good loot, you don't want to eliminate yourself and then have all that loot drop, because in that 30 to 40 seconds you have to wait to be rebooted, another team might come and start attacking the rest of your teammates, and maybe they get the better of them. They don't even eliminate them, but your teammates have to exit that area, and now you've lost that good loot. So if there's nobody else around and it's easy for somebody to res you, then make sure you let them res you. Now, if you're in a situation where your teammates are in a battle and it's obvious nobody's going to get to you within, you know, the next 10 to 15 seconds, then fully eliminate yourself so that your timer will start to get rebooted. That way you can get back in the fight sooner. Because remember, when you get rebooted, you come back, you got 100 material, you got a gray AR. So you will be more helpful to your team in 30 seconds battling this team than you will be, you know, just sitting there waiting to be rezzed, however long that takes before you just like bleed out, right? So eliminate yourself faster so you can get back in the fight faster if it's obvious that nobody's going to get to you like in a quick manner. You know, obviously there are supply drops in this mode, so you want to go after those. You want to go after them, but you also want to pay attention. Like if you already have a pretty decent loadout, if everybody on the team's got a pretty decent loadout, you can also kind of use those supply drops as bait, because other teams are going to be going after them. So you can kind of set up close by to one and kind of keep an eye out for other teams trying to get to a supply drop, and then, you know, try to jump them quickly and get a, you know, a full squad wipe. You know, the other thing is that if you're the last one standing, you got to stay alive, right? So if your team is battling another team and then it's all of a sudden down to you against another full squad, you need to get out of there. You need to find a way to stay alive no matter what, right? And that's not going to be going full bore aggressive against another 4-player squad. That is going to be boxing up, building and editing your way out of a situation to keep yourself alive long enough for your teammates to be rebooted. All right, so you got it. Even though you get that extra, what is it, 2 seconds, you know, for downing an opponent, you know, that shaves 2 seconds off of the reboot time. Oh, and then you know, if you eliminate somebody, it becomes like 4 seconds. You know, that amount of time is not worth it to the risk you take for getting eliminated. So if you really are the last one and you know there's a full squad out there, you need to be doing everything you can to you know, build and edit your way to safety. And then a lot of times if you get yourself inside of a building, that could be really great, because a lot of times the building walls have a higher life than wood walls you might build. And also you might have an easier time losing your opponents, especially in a building like Tilted Towers, right? So because there's so many stairways and different rooms that you can run and hide and try to, you know, confuse your opponent long enough that they lose you long enough that again, your teammates are able to be rebooted. All right, so there's a few things for you to do. We'll talk more about you know, the reload mode and give you more tips, but I just wanted to give you you know, a handful of tips that I think are pretty useful ones. Again, you know, whether it's, you know, just actual gameplay or, you know, strategy. So you know, try those out. Hopefully you'll pick up some more wins. I really do love the new umbrella that you get for it. I'll go to my locker so we can look at it. I've already gotten some wins, of course. And yeah, I absolutely love this umbrella. It looks like the normal like stealth black one, but it's got the res effect going around it, so or the reboot uh, effect going around it, and it looks really, really, really cool. Okay, so yeah, there's the tips. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what people are playing again. Now, tonight, this episode will be going up after midnight. One of my kids just like he took a super late nap today and slept for a super long time, so it wouldn't go to bed. So it's actually, at the time I'm recording this right now, it's already past midnight. So yeah, so this episode is going up late because of that. But even at 12 at the time of this recording, it'll be uploaded later, but it's 12:14 a.m. right now as I'm recording this episode. And Reload has 172,000 and Reload Zero Build has 66,000. Battle Royale has 96,000. Zero Build has 107,000. So again, yeah, you look at the 4 modes right there just alone, and it's definitely way higher than it would be if it was just the core modes and everything else. I wonder if, like, just how high a number would they be getting if there wasn't so many people. If this season wasn't so, the regular battle royale season wasn't so. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, controversial. I guess that's not the right word, but it's a season that is loved or hated. So. Yeah, I wonder how high the numbers could be if everybody loved the regular battle royale season. I did see when I was on playing earlier today that Reload had like, and this was in the afternoon. Reload had like a 500,000. So, and I didn't look at all the other modes what they were going on, but I imagine that they were all like a couple 100,000. I mean, the Zero Build Reload at that time was probably a few 100,000 as well. So it's definitely bringing the numbers in, which is good to see. Let's go ahead and let's go look at quests. And again, just reminding you, to be doing them. You got all your easy stuff in the Fortnite Reload. Do your dailies, and again, remember, Reload has its own dailies that are separate from Battle Royale dailies. So there's so many ways to get bonus XP right now. I guess I haven't been tracking my levels and updating you guys on every episode what I am, but right now I'm currently level 86. So yeah, I'm leveling up quick. I mean, it's the end of June right now, but remember, this season is going until mid-August. So, almost level 100 already. I got plenty of time to get, all the bonus stuff at this point, based on all the extra ways we have to get XP. Shouldn't be a problem this season. All right, let's head on over to the item shop and see what's in the item shop today. Okay. All of our special offers and bundles. The Lego stuff. The jam tracks. The gear for festival. The best friends bundle still here. It's true emote. 500. The munitions major outfit is 800. We got the music fiend bundle. That's the Remy outfit. Diabolic deck back bling, and a wicked axe pickaxe for 1,500, which is 500 off the total. You got the dream team bundle. That's got the Batnap back bling, shakes to go back bling, deep Z back bling, stuffy smasher pickaxe, tater pounders pickaxe, and the night bite pickaxe, all for 1,600, which is 1,000 off the total. We get the what's this set called? Bedhead Brigade set in here. So you just choose whichever model you want. But this is the set where they are wearing the pajamas that got a couple selectable. Oops. They have a couple selectable styles. So there's the default that looks like I guess it's like a batfish thing. And there's the beefy jams, and then the swimmy jams. So you look like one of those like angular fish that are like deep sea fish. Okay, so those are 1,200 each for each model. The Little Snail Shooting Stars locker bundle still here. Clix's locker is still here. Let's see here. The reload squad section is still here. The Metallica stuff, of course. The Marvel items. Nick A30. There's a polygonal boost bundle for 400. So this is car related stuff. The shorts quarter wheel bundle for 400. Santa Fe wheel bundle for 700. Lightning boost bundle for 250. Star Trek boost for 250, which is 450 off the total. 450 off right now. Interesting. The Masato wheel bundle is 400. More car stuff, and then all the summer stuff is still here, and that looks like everything today. Oops, I forgot to take down the intro page. Oh well, you guys know what's in here. Most of you just listen to the podcast anyway, so you can get any and all of these items using code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Okay, for the people who do watch on YouTube, I'm quickly scrolling back through the item shop here just to show everything, because I did forget to take off the intro page, so it was still sitting there blocking the screen, so nobody was actually seeing anything that I was talking about. But if I give an item of the day today, everything, they have all these sections where everything is staying in here for so long that there's really not a lot of new stuff in the item shop today that got added in, so that's a little disappointing. But so I guess based on that, I want to pick. I always like to pick things that were added into the item shop that day. Let's go with the munitions major outfit. I have always really liked this outfit anyways, and it's one of the only ones that is, one of the few that is was newly added into the item shop today. So there you go, it's the munitions major outfit. And there you go, that's the episode for today. So make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show, which we will do today because I forgot to do it yesterday. So let's give some shout outs today. We got one from, again, somebody who's leaving random letters for their username, but it's 5 stars and says love the podcast. It's even got the heart emoji. I love your podcast. Thanks for the tips and tricks. I have gotten better at the game. First I was a 3.6, now I'm a 7.8. Hey, well, there you go. I want you to please give me a shout out and friend me and gift me. Outer Orbit is my username. Well, Outer Orbit, thank you for the review. And as I always say, people can send me a friend request. It's MMMIKIEGAMES, Mikey Games. That's my Epic user account. So you send me an invite. I will eventually accept it. I always, wait a week or two and then just accept a big batch of them because there's always a big amount there waiting for me. So I'll accept them. I definitely gave you the shout out, so there's that. I'm definitely not going to gift you though, so I'm not going to be gifting anybody anything. There's way too many of you, and I only have so many V-Bucks that I need to use for myself to get myself things and to get myself the battle pass. So good luck with that. As I always suggest, keep saving up your V-Bucks that you get from the from the battle pass, and eventually you'll have enough to get other things that you want. The item shop's always rotating, so stuff always comes back. We got one from Money's the Goat that's got a 5 stars. That says great podcast. Honestly, one of the best podcasts I have listened to. I love how it gives details on the news and item shop. Also, happy late Father's Day, Mikey. My username is MoneyUs, and we should play together sometime. Hey, awesome, great. Send me a request. Again, I'll try to play with you sometime. Not always doable. Like I said, just like, for instance, for the episode tonight, recording so late because I had one kid that decided to nap late afternoon into the late evening, so would not go to bed until super late. So a lot of times my schedules, nowadays with 5 kids, when I first started this podcast, I had 2 kids, 5 kids. It's not always easy for me to find the time to game, and then to find the time to game with other people. Makes it tough, but I always try. So thanks for that 5 stars and review. We got one from the WoW machine that says landing spot. What is your favorite landing spot? Mine is Brutal Beachhead. Love the show. Good question. What this season? I'm gonna go look at the. Okay. Where is a spot that I can look at the map? They changed things. Okay, well. What in the world? Okay, here we go. So if I'm looking at the map, I like, and I don't remember where I saw it, but I like this landing spot that is between Red Line Rig and Brutal Beachhead. Okay, so there's this little spot on the island where it's on the coast, and it's this little section of land that sticks out a little bit farther into the ocean. You land there. There's a lot of good loot here. There's a lot of chests and floor loot that you'll get plenty of stuff here. And then you're right in between Brutal Beachhead and Red Line Rig, so you can go to either one from there. Not to mention, there's an unnamed location that's just north of that as well, directly north. So you got an area, a small area that has a lot of loot. Then you got a bigger area that you can go to get more, and then you're really set up to go to Red Line Rig or Brutal Beachhead, and when the bosses are there, beat one of the bosses and get the items from them and take the car. So yeah, that's what I like to do. In fact, most seasons when I land somewhere, and on most chapters in the different maps, it's usually not a named location that I like to land. It's usually an unnamed location that just happens to have good loot, but is again close to pivotal named locations. But again, these unnamed locations are helping you get set up to go in and clean up all the aftermath after you're done, because it takes you time to collect your items, your material, and and hopefully by the time you spent that time, all like the insanity at a named location, especially if it's a hot drop, has died down, and you can go in and clean up. So that's what I like to do. All right. Well, there you go. That is officially the episode now. So until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.